I don't need to see the world. All I want is... I couldn't hear her voice with incredible clarity. And after so many years, I finally figured out what she had said that day. I don't need to see the world. All I want is... to find our home. Not long after we met, I told her that I thought we might come from the same region. And that perhaps if you went back far enough, you might find we even shared a bloodline. And she remembered. Nearly 3 years later, she remembered that insignificant conversation. Which is why she didn't want to see the world. She's more than happy to just find the land from which we came. I never needed to reign supreme. I never needed the favor of the masses. All I needed to do was go looking for that little pocket of tranquility. I stand before a gorgeous golden field. Flowers bloom all around, swaying in the warm breeze. Vaguely familiar faces smile and laugh. After a long, hard journey, we finally made it. There's no big, bustling city, no one dressed in extravagant clothing, but they would welcome us warmly. Welcome us as kin. In a quiet land, not a trace of strife. They bask in harmony. Smiles on everyone's faces. Nevertheless, she's still afraid of how they might treat her. So I offer her my hand. This is it. This is our home. As we draw closer to our home, her tense nerves seem to loosen, and she lets out a barely audible sigh. She slowly draws back the hood covering her. The soft light of the sun shining down to reveal, for the first time, her face. A beautiful girl stands there. So enchanting, I find myself at a loss for words. A smile rises to her face, now free of the hideous marks that once covered it. A smile brighter than I've ever before seen. The lush fields stretching out behind her accentuate the glimmering gold of her eyes. I stand there, silently taking in the sight. Her braids fluttered in the breeze. A sky blue as a sapphire drapes the scenery. She isn't a witch here. She's an ordinary girl. And me? An ordinary boy. We have no power, no extraordinary abilities. But I can't think of anything more wonderful. With all the weight lifted from my soul, I give a soft sigh, looking her in the eyes, and then I chuckle, remembering something she once said. And you told me to prepare to be let down. Ordinary though we may now be, our banter remains unchanged. And I know she's got a snarky response waiting to let loose. This is what I could have had if I made the right choices. What I wanted, more than anything in the world. The house in Fata Morgana. A Requiem for Innocence. Oh man, guys. Well, that's over. That's depressing. I'm not sure if it ends any other way. I do distinctly remember there was the one choice of who to give the flower to back in the festival from a long time back. But I honestly don't know how much that impacted the story from that point on. I'm not sure if we could have gotten a better outcome than this. I mean, this was a terrible outcome, just about the worst possible outcome I could imagine. Even that kind of nice epilogue is just a big depressing what if. But yeah, so that's the house in Fata Morgana, Requiem for Innocence. If you've enjoyed watching this series, which I would presume you did if you got it this far, I've played other visual novels on the channel. The Light in the Dark probably matches the tone you're looking for if you enjoyed this. Oh, thank you for playing. I wonder if there's anything post-credits. Oh, what have we here? Maria. Oh, damn. Everyone's lost their effing minds. I need to get out of the city and fast. Oh, are they going to just snuff out the one kind of decent part of this ending? That she's at least alive? On the first day of the Harvest Festival, I got this crazy bad sinking feeling. So I went to check out that new church across the bridge. Some kind of riot or uprising or something had happened. But it was all finished by the time I got there. And not long after. The truth of what the Lord had been doing came to light. I wish I'd never heard of a damn thing. I didn't need anyone to tell me he wasn't the guy I grew up with. But in my wildest dreams, I imagined he was that far gone. All the time in the world wasn't enough to make sense of that. The valuable assets he had been storing in the observation tower was of all of effing things. The girl we looked after a few years back. Morgana. What's madness in there? The witch with the miracle blood everyone had been talking about? That was her too. My mind was so scrambled I wasn't sure what to be most stunned by. But I had far less time to organize my thoughts or vent my frustration than I could have imagined. If I were smart, I would have left town the instant I learned the truth. After the riot, a strange sickness began spreading through the city. If you caught it, your skin would start turning black, but then, before long, you'd be vomiting blood. And when you tried to treat it, was infected themselves. The people called it the witch's curse. Get your heads out of the sand. There's no... I tried to say there's no such thing as curses, but I couldn't bring myself to finish. Such as I wanted to believe it, wasn't. I was starting to think that maybe the curse was real. Especially thinking back on the scene at the top of the tower. The heavy air in the chamber, her dead body's eyes wide open. The eerie glimmer in those eyes, I was pretty sure I hadn't imagined. It was like I had stepped into another world. And I could barely keep myself vertical. She really was a witch. Yeah, that scene was a pretty damn convincing argument in favor of the existence of her curse. It didn't matter that she was dead. And even me, the least superstitious girl around, was starting to consider it a possibility. So the people who had actually believed in the miracle elixir were freaking right the F out. They had seen what the Lord had done to her, how much pain and suffering he had caused her. It was easy to believe she hated the world enough to curse it. That's what witches did, after all. And the city was scared to death. First they tried to seal the curse into the observation tower, but that didn't stop its spread. Next they went after anyone who had known her in life, and punished them. Almost there. The force isn't far. There she is! That's her. Shit. They discovered that the witch had taken refuge at a brothel a few years back, and it was long before they linked me to it, making me their next target. None of us at the brothel had any idea Morgana's blood possessed that kind of power. But the more I tried to defend myself, the more they began to suspect me as thinking every word a ruse. The whole city had gone completely batshit. It's right there. Like hell I'm gonna let them catch me. F my arm.
She's down, boys. Get her.
No! No, get off me, asshole. Get away from me. What the hell do you think you're doing? Wait. A bunch of men dragged me to the church and tossed me in the cellar. I hear them shouting through the locked door. O witch, O great witch, who offered to thee punishment for those who wronged and forsook you in life. So please, we beg of you, stay your anger. Have mercy upon us. Hey, you asshole. Have you let assholes lost your effing minds? I didn't do a goddamn thing to her. I never wronged her, and I sure as hell didn't forsake her. I didn't have any idea what that skinhead was doing to her. O great witch, please spare us from the wrath of your curse. Please have mercy on us who laid not our hands upon you. O witch, O witch, O great witch. You're F to the heads, every last one of you. You're not accomplishing anything but putting me down here. So let me out, please. Let me out of here. Damn it. They just leave me here. The door's locked tight. I'm not pounding my way through this. Damn thing won't even budge. Something, there has to be something I can do. Hey, is anyone out there? Someone let me out of here. I didn't do anything. How long have I been here? I'm so effing thirsty. Food, that would be nice too. Someone get me out of here. Please? I feel like my body's made of stone. I'm booked to starve to death in here. You gotta be kidding. Oh god, I feel sick. Everything hurts. Huh? Is that blood? My blood? So dark, I never noticed. All the black patches on my skin. Why? The curse. But I never did anything to you. Why would you curse me? Why, Morgana? What did I do? You didn't mean to, did you? It was just a little mistake, wasn't it? You can still take it back. There's time, just take it off me. I didn't do anything to deserve this. I didn't do anything to deserve being cursed. Come on, spare me. It's all in his effing head, not mine. Is it because I didn't do anything? Is that it? Are you saying that I'm to blame too? Because I didn't do anything to stop it? Because I couldn't trust anyone but myself? That's asking way too much. How was I even supposed to know what was going on? I was up to my neck in my own shit already. Come on, Morgana, give me a little sympathy. Spare me from your curse. I can barely move my body at all. I feel like I'm all out of blood to cough up. I don't even have the energy to cry for help anymore. So this is how I go, huh? When I'm gone, that means everyone's dead. I wonder what whoever finds my body will think. They'll probably think that I was one of them. Now would that be some real bullshit? Look at me. I know it right. I'm a woman and a whore, and from the Psalms. But look at me. I can read and write. Pretty impressive, huh? Why? I forgot how I learned, though. Oh, right. I had a friend who was doing some really important work. So I studied so I could help them out, if they ever needed anything. And I'll make sure to get it all fancy and proper, so no one expects it was written by a whore. See, I'd make a kick-ass aid. Who were they, though? I can't remember anymore. Hear that? I'm innocent. The sinners are the ones who lived here. It was all them, not me. So if somehow there's something after this that our souls live on, please, only curse them. They're the bad guys. It's all their fault. Maria? Wake up, Maria. What? I've unlocked the door for you. Now get up. You don't want to be sleeping on that cold hard floor. Morgana? What? How? You're dead. Oh, I'm dead, am I? And you must be half asleep still. But Now that's enough of that. Let's get you out of here, shall we? How? I can barely move. I think you'll find that untrue, my dear. Go on, stand up. You were right. I can move. I feel better than ever. It's like I was just imagining all the pain. See? What did I tell you? Now come, let's get out of this dreadful place. They're waiting for you. Huh? It's about time you showed up, boss. What? Yeah, I'm so glad you're okay. I've been worried out of my mind. Jaren? I was told you were killed. Say what? Do you really want to be dead that bad, boss? Yeah, goof up on the job. No, I never said that. You're a model worker, too. I've always been glad to have you around. Wee! Maria said something nice about me. It must have been real rough in there, huh, boss? I can't believe all those bad men would just lock you up if it's all nice. How's the city doing? Have things cleared up? You can rest easy. Everything's already home now. I'm glad to hear it. You look like someone's just pissing your stool, girl. Where's that burning fire in your eyes? Right there. I know a little solitary won't get the best of you, girl. Well, just there. Did you think I was dead too? Like hell, there ain't nothing in this whole damn world could take me down. The crew's #1 for a good reason. That's right, you are, aren't you? You survived living as a slave in Parnay's Manor? There's not much that could kill you. That's right, eh? Don't you worry about nothing. As long as I'm around, nothing can touch our slums. Yeah, I believe you. So hey, if you're alive, does that mean that it does? We're all alive, every last one of us. You were never a morning person, but this is a bit ridiculous, don't you think? Jacopo, is that really you? Is it really the same old Jacopo I used to know? What do you mean used to know? I'm the same Jacopo you've always known. But you became the Lord and then you killed everyone. Do you really have that little faith in me? I would never kill any of you, you know that. Just look around. Does anyone look dead to you? Because they sure look alive to me. Did I have a terrible dream you were having down there? Well, yeah, it's about time you came back to reality. But look me in the eyes. Tell me, I'm not the same Jacopo you've always known. No, you're definitely you. Same old friend I've always known. See? Was that so hard? Well, we've got the whole gang here, so what do you say we go do something? Hit the pub, maybe? Ooh, that's the plan. We're well due for another drinking contest. Oh, I want in too. You're coming with us too, aren't you, Morris? I'm not comfortable in such lively places. Come on, just this once. We can sing together, even. Your voice will have the whole place enchanted in a snap. I won't be singing, but I suppose I can join you this once. The chance doesn't come around often. Oh, come on, you never want to go when I ask, but you will if she does. You could be drowning and I still wouldn't agree to do anything asked, so that's irrelevant. I'm not going because Jaren invited me, but for Maria. Will you join us? You bet your butt I will. I'm so glad. So glad that everyone's alive. It was all a dream. Just a bad dream. I knew it. None of that could ever happen to us. Save a seat for me, guys. I'm coming. The end. Well, like I've said, this has been incredibly depressing. I'm not sure if there are any choices we could have made, just because there was only, if I recall correctly, only one choice we ever made throughout the entire game, and that was giving the flower to someone. And I don't know if that changed much. If it did, then who knows? Maybe there is actually a way where things don't end up this horribly. But yeah, a downer game, definitely, but certainly an interesting one. Compelling one. Some deep themes of like the nature of power and the like. Definitely good. There's of course these sub-episodes, which I don't know, maybe we'll do some of those, or maybe not, I don't know. But anyways, guys, that'll be the it for the House of Fata Morgana, I guess. I'm glad you guys have been here with me for this whole ride, as depressing as it has been. And hope you guys find some more series that you like. But until next time, I've been CMeeCraft, and I'll catch you in the next video. Whether maybe some sub-episodes, or something else. Although honestly, I think I kind of need a break from all of the from the tone of the House of Fata Morgana for a while. Well, I mean, happily ever after doesn't sound that sounds pretty good. Maybe. Anyways, see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.